Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I think you know exactly what this is. So this is the night before I see the new Cloverfield movie, and I actually want to go back and revisit the first one. I'm not sure if there's any connection between the first one and the new one, but I just really want to rewatch the first one. It's been a long time and I don't really remember too much about it besides New York City getting destroyed and a lot of shaky cam going on. So I really didn't know that there was a new Cloverfield movie coming out until after the Super Bowl. Apparently the trailer was played during one of the commercial breaks during the Super Bowl, and I don't really watch football, so I didn't really look up on that until someone posted on Facebook and shared it on Rotten Tomatoes and all those viral websites. So I decided to check out the trailer, and boy, that trailer looked pretty dope. I really don't know if it's any connection to the first one, but we'll see how it goes. I really like the way that J.J. Abrams markets his movies. He always surprises us with a lot of things. I mean, he wants us to expect the unexpected, and I think that's a brilliant way to market a movie. These days in Hollywood, there's too much films that exposes all the materials in the movie inside the trailer, so when you watch the movie, you're like, oh, I already seen that, and it doesn't surprise you. J.J. Abrams just constantly surprises you, just like The Force Awakens. You don't really know too much about the movie. He gives you some glimpse and some hints about it, but he wants you to actually watch the movie so you could process it and think about it, which is great. And that's what I'm really expecting from the new Cloverfield that I'm seeing tomorrow. He produced this one, and again, he produces the new one, and I really like the cast that they chose to be in the movie. They got Mary Elizabeth Winstead and John Goodman. Those two are really good actors and actresses, so really can't expect less from them. They are great, and even if it's a little underneath their performance, I'll still take it. They're in the movie, and that's already something that sold me. And I have the movie prepared right here. I'm going to watch it like right about now, and I just muted the volume of my TV in case there's any copyright bullshit on YouTube. And yeah, so I'm ready to go check it out, and I'll let you guys know how it goes, and tomorrow you guys will see my friends' initial reactions and after reactions. So yep, here we go. Let's check out Cloverfield. Jesus, Alan. Jesus Christ, you're having what the hell, Alan? Yo, show that sexy book you have. Oh yeah, that's man cute. Alright, we just finished watching Cloverfield, and this is probably going to be a 10 Cloverfield Lane. There we go. I screwed up on the goddamn title. So this is probably going to be a spoiler review, because we all have seen it and we have very strong opinions on it. So let's start with Kevin here, who's looking at his Rick and Morty.
Really good. No connection to the first movie at all. I mean, I guess probably someone's gonna find it.
Is that considered a spoiler?
I said this is gonna be a spoiler.
Yeah. No connection to the first movie, but I guess there's gonna be like people who find like implications, shit that connects.
J.J. Abrams left a bunch of Easter eggs for you to go hunt for?
Yeah, probably. I love the first movie, and this has nothing to do with it, like at all.
At all.
They're
no,
like
at
different.
all.
Very different.
Yeah, completely different, like tone-wise. It's basically like a thriller for, let's say, the first half, and then tone shifts towards the end, like similar to like From Dusk Till Dawn. John Goodman, creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Obviously.
Do you think, is there anything that you specifically like or disliked in the movie?
Honestly, John Goodman's performance like really stood out.
You know that this movie is the first movie for the director.
Yeah, no, actually, I know the director from beforehand. He did like a short film based on Portal. By the way, I don't know if you watched that, Matthew.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's really good, actually. So when I heard he was directing it, I was like, oh, okay, all right. I'm not like too worried about him fucking it up. But yeah, really good.
Do you think you're gonna rewatch this movie anytime soon?
Yeah, I'll definitely pick it up when it comes
Pick it up, and is there a possibility that there will be a spin-off or a sequel to this movie?
I mean, I kind of hope they like keep it as the Cloverfield title remains the same for each movie, and it's just the tone of each movie is what's carried along, not the characters or the plot lines. I could definitely see that, and I wouldn't mind it either.
Are you okay with no shaky cam in the entire movie?
I mean, I don't fucking.
There was a little bit at the end.
Yeah, that's just handheld work. But like, I mean, I'm indifferent to shaky cam. It worked in the first one, and I really liked it. So I don't care if that it's gone, and I won't care if it comes back.
All right. So out of 10, what would you give this movie?
Yeah, 7, maybe an 8. Honestly,
7, 8?
It's been growing on me since
Okay.
we've seen it.
That's cool. And let's go to Alan right here, who might be texting his baby. Alright, I'm gonna zoom in your beautiful face. Alright, it's somehow dark as hell, but alright, it's okay. So, what do you think of the movie?
Really good. And John Goodman, you know, Sully.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
You're scarred for life now, right?
Dude, honestly, every time he opened his mouth and said something, I heard Sully talking to my soul.
You're like, my childhood's ruined because this guy's a psychopath.
Yeah, pretty much.
The girl he killed was Boo.
Yeah. Oh no. And yeah.
What do you think of Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim vs.
Yo,
the World?
Obviously, I'm a Scott Pilgrim fan.
Wait, but that's
so-
not her on the cover.
I know. Shh. But like, I came in expecting a good performance because she's fucking hot, and yeah.
You saw the trailer, right? Do you see the trailer?
Saw one.
You saw? I think there is only one, was
Okay,
it?
never mind.
No, there's like 2.
There was
There
two
was-
trailers.
there was
Yeah,
a-
but they're basically
Because the only one I saw was the one that they put up in the Super Bowl.
I
And
never saw
Like
that one.
every like trailer that got released, there was like a couple of like seconds of
Yeah.
new footage.
But basically the same.
Yeah, it was basically the same one,
Mhm.
but every time a new one came out, it was just like a little more snippet of it.
all right, is there anything particular that you loved or you hate?
Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Okay. Aside from that.
Like legit, I could feel the creepy, like everything was so creepy inside the bunker. I couldn't like.
Are you pissed that
Uh,
it's not related to the
no,
first one?
not at all.
No, you like the difference.
I like the difference. I feel like it could be the same universe.
hmm
Maybe.
How they gonna connect it is what
I
you're
don't know how
questioning.
they're gonna connect it. That's beyond me. But
They could probably say it's like their cousins or whatever
yes,
the fuck.
like cousins of the other alien. I guess.
Okay,
I really like
that sounds good. So out of 10, what would you give this movie?
8.5.
8.5?
Definitely.
Definitely rewatch or
Yeah.
recommend?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
100%.
And Matthew, it's your turn.
Gotta switch the angle here.
Yeah. So what do you think of this movie? I know you're a big fan of this film. And
Alright.
actually you're a big fan of the first one, and coming into the second one, you really didn't know what to expect. And now you saw it. What do you think of it?
There's no correlation, there's no slush show, there's nothing like that.
What do you say?
Slush show. That's don't worry, it's background.
Yeah.
So the movie, really good. Felt like I watched 3 movies. in
3
one-
movies?
Yeah.
Because the way it kept switching, like
Tone.
mystery, and then you wanted to find out what was happening outside, and then what was happening inside the bunk. I don't know, it's all crazy. Kept fucking with your mind.
Uh-huh.
You think it's going one direction, all of a sudden it takes a twist.
That's cool.
Didn't expect somebody to die. Like
I
that
kind of
was-
did. I didn't think he would like shoot him. I thought he was just gonna dunk his head.
Yeah,
in the
no,
thing.
same,
Yeah.
but that shit just
Then
came
he
out of
looked up at the gun,
nowhere.
I'm like, what?
That shit came out of nowhere. But pretty good, even though there was no correlation.
No correlation.
The ending, I felt like, although I wish it was expanded a bit because I want to know more about what happened, but I guess they could either produce a sequel from that, but
Or a spin-off.
yeah, spin off something like that.
How do you think they would connect the stories between the first one and the second
I don't
one?
think they're going to.
They're not going
be
to?
honest. No, because there's legit no correlation, and if they try to do it, it will make no sense.
Would-
Considering the time range and
Alright.
shit like that.
So, would you think this director would come back to do another one, or would you want this movie to pass down to someone else to do it if they were to do a spin-off or a sequel?
I guess like a different guy.
Okay, different guy. Out of 10, what would you give this movie?
You give it 8.5?
Yeah.
8.6.
8.6, see, a similar ballpark?
Yeah, I really liked it though.
All right, I have one more question back to Kevin. So, all I've been hearing is about the satellite thing from the first movie. So, you said at the end of the
At the end of
original
the
one.
first movie, there's like when they're on the Ferris wheel and the camera like points to the river. You didn't see this?
I saw it. I saw it a long time ago on TV,
No, it was
and
on
then
Coney Island, yeah.
yeah, and
It's
then
towards the
last
ocean.
night I rewatched the film,
Same.
and I think there was just too much shit going on, and my eyes were all dizzy that I didn't realize that some shit crashed in the background.
No,
Yeah,
it's really like you really have
it's
to
really
focus on
tiny.
it.
Yeah,
It's really
if you
tiny.
if you're not looking for it, you're not gonna see it. If
Uh-huh.
you're just like watching and not really paying attention, because it is in the foreground,
Mhm.
and it's only there very like shortly.
Mhm. So, do you think John Goodman is in
I
any
mean, that-
relation? Because they said that he used to work for
Yeah, he
satellites
said he
and
was
whatever
in
the
Navy
hell.
and everything.
Yeah, for 14 years.
And I'm thinking maybe like the Cloverfield name,
Mhm.
like a point I brought up earlier was like maybe because in the first movie, Cloverfield is the name of the footage that they found. Like
Right.
when it starts up, it
Mhm.
says like DOD footage, blah blah blah, Cloverfield incident or whatever. So maybe John Goodman was in the military at the time, and then he took the name and like named his street or some shit. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's the only thing you could think of? Alright, that sounds cool. So, thank you guys for coming. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too, Alan. And Matthews.
I don't love you.
Yeah. No, I didn't say I didn't love you. I just wanted to call you Foggy.
Oh, okay. Mrs. Cardenas.
I love you, Foggy.
Mrs. Cardenas, I love you too.
Alright, let's go drive wherever the fuck you're going.
Take me home, please.
What happened?
Take me home.
I got you.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm back in my room and I hope you enjoyed my friends' reviews and reaction of the movie. I apologize that we couldn't get their initial reactions prior to the film because we got to the movies a little late, but as you can see they really enjoyed the hell out of it, and yeah, I hope their expectations were met, and it definitely met my expectations of the movie. So yep, Cloverfield. I watched this movie last night for the first time in a long time, and boy, this movie was freaking crazy. It really gave me a headache, and I couldn't spot any Easter eggs because there was so much shaky cam. But to tell you, 10 Cloverfield Lane has almost nothing to do with this movie. Or even if there's something to do with the movie, I couldn't really spot it. And we're actually going to go back to that scene from Cloverfield to talk about the satellite thing that I was discussing with my friend Kevin. And yeah, the movie has nothing to do with this one, but if there is something that J.J. Abrams would like to post in the future, or the director himself, I would like to know. I mean, maybe they're just borrowing the name or something, I'm not entirely sure. But 10 Cloverfield Lane is about Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She is trapped inside a fallout shelter that is built by John Goodman, and he is a person who is like completely insane. Well, in our perspective, he's insane, but to him, he's totally sane. He is a former Navy who believes in skepticism and a lot of stuff that's saying that, oh, aliens will attack, or something that another nation's going to go attack us or something. So he built that thing specifically to help others, but he turns out being really menacing and very scary because he wouldn't even tell what's happening. So in the entire film, Mary Elizabeth Winstead wants to get out of it and wants to find out why this guy is holding her captive with another person underneath that shelter. And this movie is actually the first movie directed by this director, and you know what? Hats off to him. He did a brilliant job directing it, and I hope to see him do more of these films in the future. He's definitely took a different approach to this film, and I really enjoyed it. I like how J.J. Abrams and the director, they worked really well together to make a movie that we didn't expect it to be. And you know, movies should be more like this. Give us more stuff that we don't expect in the movie instead of showing us all in the trailer. And this movie actually reminded me of Misery. If you guys haven't seen this movie, it's a book written by Stephen King. I highly recommend checking this movie out. But throughout the movie, the thriller, the suspense, and the creepiness of John Goodman reminds me of Misery. His character is more like the Kathy Bates in Misery. And yeah, I just really wanted to bring that up. It gave me that vibe in a sense, and yeah, that's something I really wanted to just point out to you. Out of 10, I think I will give this movie a solid 8.7 or 9. It definitely has a really high rewatch value, so if you've seen it once and you want to spot out more Easter eggs, or you want to go back to the movie just because you like it, I think this movie did its job. It targeted its audience, and yeah, very good movie. 10 Cloverfield Lane. I'm surprised that in 2016 we're getting a lot of better movies compared to 2015, and the characters are just, they just get you. I mean, you know, usually you watch a movie, you don't give a shit about the character or anything, but for a sci-fi movie slash thriller, you really give a shit for the character. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and I am going to show you right now really quickly about that scene that we were talking about. Alright guys, so we are revisiting that scene. I am waiting for it to pull up. It comes up right after this, and it shows you to the Coney Island that's on the tape. So it should pull up right about now. So right here. Alright, we're going to zoom in a little bit, and you're going to see something fall into the water. Alright, right there. You see it? Something just splashed into the water. So we are assuming that there is a connection with the John Goodman character based on this scene, because about the information we know about him, he worked with satellites, and he was part of the Navy before he did all this crazy shit and saving people's lives in a fallout shelter. So We could be wrong, but that's something that we noticed, and yeah, I just really wanted to touch up upon that topic really fast. And we could be wrong. I mean, definitely there's a lot of stuff out there for J.J. Abrams to tell us, but maybe he has another way to getting the message to us. This is all just a guess, so we're not really positive if there's any relation between this movie and the first movie. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video. I hope my friends could come out to do more videos with me more often. And thank you guys for coming out, because you guys are awesome. And if you have anything to tell me, leave it down in the comment section down below. I always respond to people's comments, and I always read them. So, yep, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video.